awo kana kwa na brofo ni insisi so na asem bie be kwakodi apolice fo akachi bie pe court de akwa ni adaye ni de akire eye adenta honom na eye judge no utimu se o pe promotion pa enti ene o pese odi asem no aya odi asem no to odi akire in favor of eye National Democratic Congress ni nyina aka ho na sa be de apolice fo entan support ya o mo de bone de wo mo se wo mo e de beba omunya mfamba nti ye no nanso omo agrant no bill o se judge no o ye ne se MPP be baso na afi wo ko fa information fi NDC for ho no de abeton de ama MPP for na no so wo de anya promotion no wanya be bi den CD and o boakra enya de se omo be pena so sa MPP for ma abepi mo ha ye be di enkomo me sha se efi me extreme left nti won se aka memo a me sorry a me chia de efi ho no mo Honorable Adekye J. Ube piemo NIP ono ena CEO awodano lawyer ni mapa na lawyer for me no ene wo ahase me mana kwabasa so na Dr. Pakwesi Eduafo Abeido ye executive director Emma Sense Africa osan so lecturer ewo Unimac so ena Ekuapem North for womu bibi ni se buruni womu golden boy golden man honorable Savia Uku so ma so be jeni say na me producer keka no wo se me fa no boys are bread e bi so say couple na me be say couple no because me someone for friend a couple pa o minim addict in your friend sir member of parliament Ekuapem North constituency e wo has pen for me chiamo Emma Matinase.
Yeah, Joso.
Maybe a boko dear.
A man for seeing Cassia Hoye.
A man for Eka. Now,
Eric,
what's here? Overseer, no me. And now, no way you can take a by papa by
1950. And now, one I can offer now be from 10 times. Instagram made to believe. It's a man for seeing Cassia Hoye and to me and Kevin Mom's here.
Hey, and this is my belated happy birthday.
That's a pan.
Senior Minister on your case. Lawyer, maybe I will call.
Nyamiadu. On the yeah, Christopher. No. Bible say ade nyina mu yemfase da merade. Enti say ade achime anka wo mu die. Nyame nti me ho ye.
Only choice.
And now the me cast all the one is happen because me
who say me die me gidi wo Nyankopon. Na no de enkofo say on kasa ne ho ye. Ba me de Nyame nti
ayo no.
And the people say you Americans starting.
Let your dog continue straight to finish.
We block it. And America forces say that.
Me fa gida kana ma fa sami.
Pakistan no.
Enzo ni ali
Sir, I go say I go say o si Yaminti no hoye. Nti Yaminti abna me hoye. But you package kakra so you dey JD ma screens no. I was going for some
screen.
Mama says free honorable. Best 4-5 days in and a piece of them online. Samioku sounds alarm over possible lapses at Ghana Maritime Authority. Na as at enra na yenyan enti yese what filing for RTI. Akwakosi say.
Oh, me that's medical na abnama mencha wetie for no more hwe o TV so na say bebo say doc ne Eric ewa hey e bia my mom just briefly about what this whole thing is about.
Okay.
Me fa amanyo mem.
Okay.
For now it's say I feel na ade na unravel.
Be do any mu dia de amanyo
sem. Oh, the America say for now they say the evidence must point to political complicity, but I do hoye until I cannot speak to that. But sometime last year, vessel be by Ghana near friend Envin Sankofa. Now vessel ni era Ghana July 2025 will be remu Tema Port. We fit Tema Port no, and call Tema Anchorage. Tema Fishing Harbour first. Ni movie ni called Tema Anchorage. afei de ye hu ne ye na vessel na san be pie e wo Axim. Na Ghana Navy for now almost patrol the borders of the territorial borders of Ghana because of the close season, fishing close season. And who say, vessel be see Axim nsuo ne so. Strangely, no, it didn't appear on the radar of the Ghana Navy and the Ghana Maritime Authority. Now, appear on the radar of the Ghana Maritime Authority and the Ghana Navy is that vessel ne duma dey be a friend automatic identification system. It is a phone crowd location services no. The moment I'll be putting it off no. And track you. But under international maritime laws no, that AIS must always be on. Send a baby a bekwako PBA no, or minor can detect and trace. Say this vessel is in the waters of my country, and also we copy the waters of another country. Until when Ghana Navy approached the vessel, said, "But why is your AIS off?" Namufi and say, they are flying under the flag of Sao Tome and Principe.
Okay.
So meaning that. You can say in maritime industry, no, you can say a vessel is flying the flag of a country. Just a vessel only registered in the books of that country. Intina yo monaka kana sinti mo be den wo Axim Ghana waters. Ghana Navy did not even know say na vessel no a pier first water fishing harbor.
Oh.
Ako pier second ewo anchorage and some ma be pier Axim. No, say okay. Inti ahe and no say we conduct bibi omo friend no engine trials. Just it is all the car, the car testing. But under
their fees out to me every day.
From their fees out to me to Tema Fishing Harbour to Anchorage to Axim. Inti the Navy were surprised, kaka. No, say okay. More certification 1 ABA shipping, 2 safety, 3 there's a mako 14. You will sum all these certifications, the crew members said they didn't have it. Meaning that if you don't have these certificates, you are not seaworthy. You cannot set sail. The Ghana Navy then said, they have arrested the vessel upon further investigation into the bar to Takoradi Port. And now we invited Ghana Maritime Authority to commence investigation. On the 22nd of July last year, Ghana Maritime Authority then conduct investigations into the circumstances surrounding this vessel. 14 certificates in Ibusa plus 2 on maritime pollution. They didn't have this compliant document.
No money.
So total of 16. Then Ghana Maritime Authority team of inspectors, which I have the official report. Ghana Maritime Authority itself presented the final report on MV Sankofa IMO number, meaning International Maritime Organization number of the vessel, AS 7395870. And this report was filed on the 27th of July last year.
2025.
With the names of former conductee, I have it here, but I'll just keep it for now because my file away. After they had disembarked from the vessel, then an owner springs up and tells them, so, what the certificate of 8 out of the 14. Mind you, may say 14 statutory certifications are no money plus 2. So the owner then brings 8 of these certificates. It bears the name of Principe and Sao Tome.
Okay.
Nina, if you can cite. Strangely, Ghana Maritime Authority then writes to Principe and Sao Tome. So we have a vessel in our waters. Now, that vessel in our waters, no, your best friend say, mo be confirm say 1 certificates or mo dia brain efi momo ho. And secondly, a person so mo confirm my and say this vessel is registered in the registry of the Principe and Sao Tome maritime books. This is the email correspondence from Principe and Sao Tome. Say greetings and our excellence. On behalf of the Maritime Administration of Sao Tome and Principe, the documents displayed were not issued by our authority. We request that the vessel in question be detained Whereas Principal and Sao Tome for investigation by our inspectors, Sao Tome, and that we proceed with the respective fines in accordance with international law on fraudulent registration. Because one, you may produce amount you're fraudulent. The fine under the Ghana Shipping Act. All these fines so calculated amounts to almost 12 million cedis.
So Oman fine is say
one without a flag. And yeah, $1 million equivalent.
Okay.
Then the various certifications like Kanwa and also so money be attract a fine.
Okay.
As contained in the report no.
Okay.
Inti okay kanina aboma almost 12 million cedis. And as a vessel no be movie from Tema to Axima, they should have written to Ghana Maritime Authority say you conducted trial. There was nothing like that. Thirdly, the vessel was left off the hook. When all these prescriptions under international maritime law were not satisfied, and at the fines they were supposed to pay to Ghana and also so Inti Adentina, when I'm interested. May Vice Chairman of Committee for Public Administration and State Interest, about 175 state-owned enterprises now. Parliament oversight responsibility on these state-owned agencies. You share how they are applying the laws of Ghana, how they are administering these organizations, and in compliance with the laws of Ghana and international laws. Mame, ye baby Easter. Vessel are making it last year, Envin Sankofa. And I've told you that when they came here, country Benham Castle more represented.
Sao Tome.
Good. March 23rd, 2026, 7:13 a.m. This is the email from Senegal to Ghana Maritime Authority. Dear Sir or Madam, Senegalese maritime authorities are currently monitoring the vessel Envin Sankofa, flying the flag of Ghana.
The same Sankofa a fly Sao Tome no.
Suspected of involvement in drug trafficking. Pursuant to Article 17, State Flag Authorization of the United Nations Convention Against Illicit Traffic in Narcotic Drugs, we request your confirmation that this vessel is registered in the National Maritime Register of the Republic of Ghana. If so, we urgently request your consent to conduct a vessel boarding, including document verification and cargo inspection. We would appreciate your prompt response. Then Ghana responds to Senegal saying, we don't know the vessel, and the vessel is not registered in our books.
But more indicated say the same vessel. No?
That's the same vessel?
No, maybe the same vessel. No, also
yes.
Or realizing so indicated Senegal for.
Catch Senegal for not this time around that they are not from Principe and Sao Tome, but it's a vessel registered with Ghana.
Now before Mufi Honomako Senegal, no, no.
There's no record.
So much Jessica.
There's no record. There's no official record. No more report on the buyer. And secondly, before our Mufi Ghana waters, which country's flag did they leave Ghana waters with? And who authorized the release of that vessel? And what was the final decision on that vessel? Ansana vessel Neko. And this is serious because you don't want Ghana to be put on the list of countries that aids international drug trafficking. It is a very serious matter.
They are confirming, say,
Senegal, they have confirmed that they have detained the vessel, and the vessel is involved in international drug trafficking.
Now, Ghana, and so back time I buy, you know, I almost Sao Tome, inspecting who
Ghana inspected the vessel, and the vessel in Marine 711 in Ghana's registry.
Okay.
Then in March 2024, this vessel applied to the Ghana Maritime Authority, said, delete us from your register. We are no longer going to be in the registry of Ghana.
Okay.
Na ye ton vessel ne dia mobi.
Which omutimi na sa. Okay.
When they informed the Ghana Maritime Authority then wrote and gave them certificate of deletion. In April 2024. Until be any baby hona fair ko ebiem. Then this vessel originally was a tuna vessel. Then when it came back in 2025, this vessel is now a supply and cargo vessel.
now with a different flag.
Now with a different flag. And the flag was say if you now no Sao Tome and Principe.
And the people behind the vessel no.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, yeah. Now said we play on the minds of
so
3 countries, no 2. And yet Sao Tome
and Ghana. So which one is the registry our Mufimoba?
And GMA is saying.
And GMA now no they only issued a statement. Upon all the questions I have asked, this was GMA's response. The attention of the Ghana Maritime Authority has been drawn to recent Facebook posts bearing the name and details of the Member of Parliament for Ekuapem North, the Honorable Samuel Uku. The post suggests that certain issues regarding a vessel, Tio, reportedly detained and boarded by the Senegalese Navy, will be brought before Parliament for deliberation. So, I didn't make sure mankind. Menka say kwa kofa masona about Parliament for deliberation. I've asked you a set of questions as Vice Chairman of a Committee of Parliament. And I'm asking in a public interest these questions to be answered. And then they go further to state that the GMA wishes to state the following. The authority assures the general public that all its activities, including vessel registration processes, are conducted in strict compliance with national and international law. When you sat down for the people to breach all the laws that you have. So when you are telling me, sir, you are acting in strict compliance with International Maritime Organization is built on 4 pillars. 1, the safety of life at sea. 2, maritime pollution. 3, Maritime Labor Convention. And 4, standard of certification and watchkeeping for seafarers. 4, ni normal breaching. So which ones are you complying with? All the statutory certificates are a man seaworthy for a vessel to be on sale. They didn't. Including pollution, they are serious. Garbage amotugu eye epunim, because mind you, it can affect maritime life. Oil would discharge it into the sea. All these certificates they didn't have. And then who authorized the vessel to leave Ghana? Who took that 12 million on behalf of the Ghanaian government and the Ghanaian people and left the vessel off the hook? Who's here Senegal for an email now, Kenya? Almost detail, almost check the authentication. Sao Tome for before they could say Jack Nagan a jive vessel.
It is Sao Tome for me now no. Okay, is there communication between Sao Tome and Senegal? So
Sao Tome in Kofana are not saying this was a resolution in 2023. Or say, if a vessel absconds, file an absconding vessel report. 2, enter the case into the Global Integrated Shipping Information System. So there's a vessel done. And then again, circulate the ship as a detention evading vessel. There's no record that Ghana filed this report. Wow. This is a major scandal within the maritime sector. Mame, menoti Ghana enna a country be a money din ebora Mexico said they are engaged in illicit drug trade. Eko honum to fire and then kill drug cartels. Nations are looking for excuses to invade other countries. And Ghana cannot be on the map. I've asked these public interest questions. Ghana Maritime Authority, they owe it as a sacred duty to police and protect our maritime borders. Which are the Ghana Shipping Act, they have an obligation factory response. Then I will escalate it in Parliament, and then also petition for a probe into the matter.
Wow. Hey, Hebusiafo. Yes, more. Because
all the fines, there's no record. So the fines were paid into this or that account. I don't want to assume, unless the fines were paid on the high seas. High seas, but there's no bank there.
Me sure any more say me had more 14 days in the Idra. Okay. Ebusian for Honorable Samuel Uku and I yena chinkomo briefly about Ghana Maritime Authority and Sensemi. Honorable AJ.
Yeah.
Bibi aboko de.
Nyame adom, bibi aboko na monso.
Nyame adom.
Wa mencha doc me menua.
Hey, na Bono East and Bono region. Bono region. And a great ministry and I think so sent you for assigning MOU.
Kofi.
Oh, okay.
Maybe my main respond the kakra
there's one gazaba. No, we are mashawana.
Oh, Debbie.
We are mashaw.
Say enkrata no diaba.
$12 million or no, was it $12 million? 12 million citizens involved.
Enkrata minia some de buy na on one in the printer print. And no diaba.
Now go with
for them meba. On one in the printer print. So tuna and wa printed diaba. And no dey in case. What I say? Media me who earlier in Facebook comments. Inti me ni share wa bonten kwa na me busa na say uniana me who say I say oh yeah media foundation for adwuma bi. Oh how was we who sade no.
Media foundation for no mo ye.
So almost start to say so how must figure na say hands. Yen hu de na mo hwehwe ankasa. So o making the case what I say. And I think as a member of parliament, Asudi Mano, the all Kenyan and a committee now serve also no. And near maybe say also in any DH. But yes, so yen shesu shefa emuafa anamebwa. That is it. So Maritime Authority more share no pay. Uniakasa. Response be a monsomo no. Famra ni entiase. But obo date me no bi mo say vessel no mo can register in March 2024. Debio, man come out. Me say omo apply for certificate of deletion. Okay. It was a vessel registered in Ghana. In Ghana. That was March 2024. In our books, till March 2024, no more apply. Said they want to be deleted. No, deletion near April. The deletion, so you applied. Yeah. Then the certificate of deletion, a Ghana Maritime issue, was in April. Okay.
Is that at the time or more applying was in March?
So a good case, cry. Yes. Ubine apply.
That's right. Yes. And it's here.
Very good. Exactly. That's right.
And that was original name.
That is it. Until any problem. But figure now about there. Or no, not any figure no worker.
There be a figure if you report.
Let's read when out there calculation.
But they 1 to 10. Assuming.
Up to the nana said.
They are to the 1 to 10. But it was more than that. But they are 1 to 10.
They are to the
and I'm saying they are to the amount. 1 to 10.
Oh, there be 7%.
Oh, no, me say media yamao. Media yamao.
Man, somehow. That's a couple of finance minister. I know her. No, oh my, we must you.
Say, oh, what you must all your number. No, no, be a mama. Oh, dear, Nezoye. And now fines necessary. But now Eric Mebwano, the fines that I prescribed, I said, and female, we had the report. Oh, my, but it's coming from the Ghana Shipping Act 203 and a prescribable fine. It be a offense be an fine. Offense be an fine.
Okay. Oh, but you bet 200 am. That's right. Buying the city. And we do read my copies. Oberboa.
I said those them printer now printed there. It will be a copy of me printer.
The man also the printer for
printing. Jack up and I'm so many mini see when they say but I know say
that's right.
A very sensitive issue, so they respond to it because at least you know.
And for the integrity of the nation and security. But the most important one question who is that the vessel's AIS was turned off. Automatic identification system. Oh, if you report to us, CEO, no CEO, no conwa. Or no other catcher. Where your mom report? We are member of working off the record, those who prepared it. Nanye who no say, say
report about me name you who no those who. na
I say we there wa no san one secondment picture me make kan wa se machi
ma
oh na wote we yo
na
ka me we ya say say na
make kan wa se machi na
ma menchia afefo ina na menchia Greek minister so enra na oni sent you for no san MOU ahodo mensa de di kan ba kon mo so mo be si plant be process fertilizer e dey am man no. And I think they're very good because of importation import of fertilizer that sector is very huge. Because we need to have a couple of money giants on Monko, the NIA. And this sent you for bound board say or won't be boa and my economy and answer that side. And also Mehuni say a very good move. Secondly, Omoka say I buy policies so about farming centers across the country. And also no mobile mu mako 30 omo ne aban be kan bomu aye na de a nika wo mu a ohun se mete ho bi no se honorable Greek minister bo me amane se omo ne omo sign MOU a omo kwakosi cashew processing plant. Wow. Yeah. Na ohwe bebi e me free na Bono region there open cashew e sampa German of but I shall send me auntie say na fa baby nti me nya ntia no free ni sada na mso mekotena ho
na go see it
ene de mo anya ye nkoi
the way you make it no okay
no mo nyina tena say group chairman jitum so nyame adom
did not confirm the Bono region
okay Bono no de be ko but na baby e di be sine ne hia hwe
into the
call me constituency German of na Ghana nyina open cashew say sampa na do na free anti I think a very laudable idea is such a facility no ye debeko and enra minister and so ne sent you for ne discuss they also agreed ti minim say nyame ya aduma ifi ne nkosi fia da na say by Monday on betimi abo anan kra kohwe asase na nanom de be mo ahase so good for us nti we won say aban papa na ba na ba no ye gene to Sampa road no na ye san so akọ the factory e was Sampa nti mabunu na enye adwuma no ebenye adwuma ye nti process cashew ni so wie ne de bank kran na akuapem ama nkofo anya bi edia ekwan no so ye what does it if you region by just Sunday just say ukrum kwan omu dwiso nkakran omu dwiso nkakran yenye ma Gideon
e boy adwuma pa
misre pa
Gideon boy adwuma pa
our contractor
boy adwuma pa and advocacy we push
uko bono a efi brekum ekosekwa very deadly road and omuguso omoye and me am krom kwan gene to Sampa road Ghana nyina kwan ya ehu no and also Rango e was site and efi Sampa Ekotan district Ekusi Nsoko also another contractor ejuma and oko Gambia eba mo ho ahafo ho no so another contractor was site and am say abanda da no pen so mo ni new month start conversation bi o mo nwie ne peye ye ba ya ba be transfer efi sunya ne ekọ atru ni e ho so contractor lesbo mo no so site so oko Bono region for now be other no construction site na dey nika wo mu ni say e de adwuma ba because contractor bia ekọ akoye adwuma dodo na no fa mabu na wo patemu ho ena ni omo ye adwuma omo ye motor ho adwuma omo tu amna ne de keka ho so aban papa no so mfa so no e bi edu Bono region I believe strongly say ye koye nim no obi anya ne se de ope but nyambotre bibia be fine enti German of for da a great ministry for us oba e be see e happen
Maritime das
don't say yeah one district one factory no ma ma bi
na wanyanya na
da binya ye de see en share sabo MPP for almost all factories across the country by home ma bi ba me ka so mo bonto anu so no na na do be kan ho se obema cashew factory ba odi 8 years ni na ne refi but ye ba ye de
so bind the end to us so
bi o she ba o ye ye ba ye
e bo sha di mo se nyina
o si eguso ye
we ye ni nyina
ye ba ye ka se ye be national apprenticeship nyame adom ye ka se ye be ye adwuma ye eguso no fee stress ye eguso aye ye se ayi we are seeing na policy na bi mada kapo mo de bai so ni se omo nko na de yare je to yare ekum nipa covid yare ekum judges, ekum doctors, ekum lawyers.
No man at the buy.
Omo ne to tie now dey yare ekum ma me na otua ho to. Oda obeda. Ye ba ye twam. E levy ya omo yiwe kodi hu cake. Ye dey asemi court ya mfra asemu da ene ye dey omo kodi opposition na ye twam tintontan. Ye ja omo a anka enwisire to emission levy eno say ye ba ya block no ye mo bia magie bia enwisire to. Say niam ahodo pia ye bobo so.
Me no dey omo so man je ho to da.
Say no omo start ye na ye kasa na omo ye say ye ba na ye say ye hia ba bia.
Omo kasa na omo ye dey. Okay.
You know abena niam ekoyi. Bia His Excellency will be a chairman.
Okay. Mate.
Na kwa business okobi.
I
don't know uncle.
Who invite me?
Hey. Na ukodi Easter uko we him.
Me call on no da. Into once I said a program kesi say so at least you will need an invitation.
Okay. Next year we invite you.
Pacho Mate.
Now you're a business woman.
But oh, eh. Me one day business. Okay, me so my home me do. So afanu meaning the opposite will touch on afa ye koye nsema ye so.
Abna medas meeting kind in chama Eric the honorable Sammy. Edikan abna say u free in kan na udru Cape Coast na mane woko abodonko. I want to be constituency.
Okay.
Me papa krum. Ya fa yan fake krofo. Me chia peni for mo hoina no pe.
Okay.
Na ye free also na ya basian kwachi me wusa. No so me ma me krum. So me chia busian for mo hoina. Na abna am say o ma Sammy ni Eric de o ma kan yo edam o ma akoma so. Me so no pe me be kan edam akoma so pa. Say de kuma yedi.
Ni na say Ghana asem.
Ghana komo pa. No so hia me me gidi say Sammy ni Eric na no. E be nkoma e be do mo akoma. E di kan currently says your ministers me no are still na yen.
Okay.
Minister of Environment, Science and Technology and Defense. Say Sami Nkuma Sami de baye related to defense. Defense.
Doc no. Sure.
Sami American.
I don't know what was said in Canada.
I can't tell you I mean anybody say what the fast they question defense here.
Maybe no appointment here and I pay them a trade. That's why you are.
Honorable Mungaza.
Edimeswa me pese me interject you bia.
No, Mr. Wakasa.
And I say the first issue I say can one say minister.
And Maritime social tour ara.
Oh, Maritime be answer me watch. And some make say
Doc can say me feel.
It's abuna mesre. I say a check say you can call afeba ko.
Yeah.
Call afeba ko. Na am say especially 2025-6 you know we say some makumi no me say bia badi na no for defense the security issues okay Burkina Faso issue tomato issue na saying to break what say senya ho no sanse we na no a defense issue na da bia me kan no maka no hasoda say yenim say your finance minister no your acting defense minister Netibia no ontumi fa nani ba ko emfa hwe to menuma for forever. Finance ministry no yejuma eso dada. And the defense so and because of global issues ni some ekoto we are seeing no. Defense so a very critical ministry. Into your best represent Bahama. Say on ma sa akoma no and then akoma so. Say LGBTQ no there I don't know.
Send priority by security there. I say priority.
Na Eric oh na very good to Eric you make can papa Eric good to now catch President Muhammad says onyu obi am wa hon fa me nko me am ya ma me put dem can pay defense of my environment na can pay. No,
that is your field, right?
Of course, but on your appointments, no. And now at banana to sumi, no. I've done many trouble, no. To sumi. Oko Accra, say Kruha, Accra ha ya asama yeke. So we share your movement at trafficker. Say every is a aeba, every kaswa aeba. Ofa Tema side beach road in na. Na question headed towards one place. Say your ministry is Makola. I am makola because we say we free one na we free ministry na market na we no nti no we bo we tie na we fe chire ho na gates wo ho ni noise ni san na ekosu na hwe so we google makola market say abna in some of them can fa noisy place very smelling bad it's described a good crataso but you see the interesting thing is that just a line between those markets and the ministries when the policy makers in Namu and when them penny for now and I think say it's something I say okay now it's about rethink it through say best start move with some of these markets if not the ministries in Pona so at least the direction of the
more from a time no no just the way I was sick someone was like why relaxed our can say me na Maritime me say we need football ho pa coach to ado blasters do you think say within the short period no obetimi enya result o manfo ye nyina ye hwe essence ye ni so de hu ne senka world cup ya ye bekoi ye nsa beka cup na Ghana documentary honorable committee start say dey free ho no more within the short period enya coach difference be eba na
maybe can I'm saying we was all the Greek but also can be just 30 seconds so the Eric cause we are connected so
connected couple you know
some me share camera na wa
uni anu won sabe
but you better me tia say me share camera me share host and as me share
we be here with me here
and let me focus here picture there by here Eric said when you're connected to the agency on one kind on one submission and Eric baby how see there would say the right hand side of a Jana Nkasa and send it fast and okay say one region two aspirants na nyama mpeni obedi Eric Wofe nyama mpeni obedi and Eric chairman su nyama mpeni obedi na him say post no na wo fantai appear they say double up we say emu adwuma na emu union bom pa say betimi am so delegate na ni normal kai offer say adwuma no bo homode na from was chairman to say we look presidential
na
yes nti an idea me dey reconvert me subsequently a co-post ni mo but bo offer come say obon homode but tire entire na say atwayi yayi cocoa board and fee finance and
but mental was
Greek
nti Jesse Amado ne say me wa bem na sector minister Maritime
support
na me mafre chiri kura say me kopa ko mi krom
o constituency
nti me ba nti na mbusa so no say enye connected to him to what is sector minister ye bibi no could and na Eric san wadwuma iti de na omo market na abehu anim say ye bibi aba bet na omo but Eric mo primary see the obebre pa ko say now you PA to the vice president omo ye campaign man so no nya ade ni bi obefro because obi okko police dey one be anya IGP obedi na me share ne chairman so ne fi bono a chairman so ats ma say so hwa no mo no slim and sexy na campaign so no away no more and sana Eric so wo fancy no 3 I will mean how he will vote I just said the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit that notwithstanding my remember the creation of jobs with Adeoma Kosan I just hope you see let's not pretend say about a mebune the job creation me my position is that NDC my position is that say NDC it create jobs man mebune eboa mebune NPP create jobs man mebune because a common way abana ni color enim NDC ni MPP a come here mokofa big push ade by menya na meka based on more documentation be on some of the companies you give to bo more workers here too it be a 3 Adekye mobile parliament must create almost 800,000 jobs through the big push it moved 490,000 of it were supposed to come from the omo form so omo ye adwuma na enumpo kra na this year Parliament allocated 30 billion cedis towards the big push. So for any numbers, crowd with me, if I hear 1, 2, 3, I'm okay count with the year, then it makes it difficult. Again, on one educational and apprenticeship program, or you're connected to it. Last year, a bank has here for nipa 10,000. 10,000 more fire now. President Eba State of the Nation's address on the Mbeka side. Now that was the time. Now master no motivate as a master craftsman be or more support now the one. That's for the 10,000. This year, most more for 100,000. I'm putting it to him. 100,000 this year, no more fun. First quarter is gone. I know what. Omo can see for 1 million under CODES program. So far, busa so ma fine. 1 million CODES program. Omo for even 100,000 for the CODES program. Now, what they forget is that a 4-year mandate. It's not an 8-year mandate. Into what you can do within the 4 years. Into if within even the CODES program, the first year and a quarter of the second year, won't me achieve 1/3 of it? So I grab a if you are not. So what are they saying? What do I not done right? But where he sit, on what better mu can say supporters are buying by the on what be doing simple so kind. Until or dying buying say buying trying to share a program. And you see, Eric is a very nice person. But unfortunately, politics is not about niceness. You mean you are but Bemena, a Mebune Kem, and over Greater Accra based on the population and housing census. In fact, the Ghana Statistical Report on the Betuja for beginning of the year. Also, 1 in 2 young people in Greater Accra is unemployed. So meaning 50% of the young people in your nation's capital are unemployed.
I say spread the rest, no.
Even the security agencies, their rent now are cut by 20%. Almost so.
Okay, blasters.
Media. I wish this government the best of luck because it's see year, it's see money. But money be and a bebo mama and pie bono. It be I'm spending 5 minutes na eba. Me money and a bebo mama no 10 minutes. I'm at me body a piano. Black Stars are there. And I am a fan of the Black Stars.
Okay.
I am me person me couch idea we na yenu and mama and dane masem. I'm not too sure what will change within the next 50 days.
Okay.
But we can only be hopeful that players no so modern bonus should come to play. Because coach here just about 2 friendly matches. Maximum 3. 2 friendly matches. It's not enough to assess the team that you have.
Okay.
And Abibri now, so as we speak, they are playing in their various clubs. Our mobile. So you are not going to have them assembled for, let's say, even 2 months uninterrupted. It's really a difficult call. But Ghana, no, you'd be BIM Pieball. Until you had Pieball, so back out.
Okay.
If you say, I saw for no Beshan come, and the scores have. Now, Mr. said the technical team, no, Pieball here, but Yankopon, it hasn't been registered anywhere. I know you goal scorer. Inti no osoro so be boa ne oboa ne ho inti ma ye betie in commission ye betie the preachings
can be business in commission in here na
here
okay
but a psychological boost
okay
but that doesn't mean say prayers no
the hard work
that's true
ye bompa kakra na ye de adwumaden so kakra
ma me sa ne ye no e just aban we pese ye jani na na ye de empire
Nasa ben the way I would train ben yashim say just organize the empire.
Na opposition is Saki coach appointed coach. Any opposition.
Okay, Mate.
Abena medasi.
Doc me yana santi omo ya omo soja na no wadum na mai.
Ye ba yi. Abena ye ba ban mu. Afi ne bosome nan mu ne na mu. Ye afamu de. On say yeah, na Potokasem ye can be say various sectors of the economy. Nti bebia ne modern bo aban bo ho. Nti men kase aye de ebro so a eno ne sem nyina. Awa aban mu na omo wa ha. What did they do? Mo na musi so called factories, one district one factories. Nti na enim se de na mo ye ne de. Mo betwa ba na de abo ano. But ekosi sen. E na wa te na wo bobene. Nti mabunu no yetemase eno nti na aban ne den hihye egu akwan mu se de ebe ya Ghana mabunu nso monsa be den ebe ko ma no kakra mekai zembizo anota ga se na electricity board den chen dan ka eno so na o kan be 8 years ago no 12 years ago eno so oba aban mu 8 years ni amenu apani wan kan bi mu da nti enim se ne waba benchi obesen akai sansem na na o kan but this same Ghanaians are enkwada wie nursing training college 2020 mo antimi ampostu omo 2021 mo antimi ampostu omo 2023 mo ampostu omo enne nipa na oso onye adwuma na yan aban bi abase ye ba befa mu bi ye bie portal atum ndika po nti ya mebo wa mane enkwada na ewie training college wo mo penso a omo nso gufi a mo tworo licensure exams a 2024 ne tifie no 2021 for ne tifie no 2022 for ne tifie no aban ne so oba be post bi se omo wie na mo adwuma ye ya nka omo so ete hawo no so kakra because o ko suku awie atena fie nan na abusua san to ma udidi e abna se na fom and we ye leftover nko omo di ja ya ye di no what am I say so ye nka se kan na kan bibia ye da bi but Ghana ni a o hwe me anopa anim se nyame anim no kreni ene ma dan ene ye sikasem kane no okọ bank se okwaje besia it say the waje o besia oyawe ene businessmen in this country omo ene boa ankra mo munye bibi ekọ ma no omo kọ bank se omo okwaje besia enti se mo de no ene ma asesa we na ye ne ma de measure the economy na ankasa nti say ye ntimi create jobs p ano there yes we admit it ye bae ye create jobs obi a benya biaye but say the be system no so be flexible na nkra bitimi aye ejuma mankofo anya bi no eno nso no yetu hu anam
nti yenhwe ni mo say by end of a year mo term na you know sa 24 hour policy mo implement ama ejuma ba ko pa 3
mama kan say mo ncho ye kan 24 hour na nche say usi kroma na okọ ejuma mo eye ntoto ene ye de to
but during
no
so we say
during campaign anyone who kroma you can be kind
during campaign one can say we create enabling environment and businesses at
very good bisa me nu na no ade dem ra ko mra be fie ya chatum enabling environment ni ebi no
and me say one can
say na ya ni sentio fu ekushia omo ka say nyina was around 24 hour and omo say omo so ko be factory mama nka say aze me wakaza wa mananga yi enti de me pese me kire ni se adwuma ne de ebeye na anzo pass comment say yes ye ntimi mfa bi
man kasa won fa bi
o se ye ntimi
na twem ko
yes na wa fa no fa half
ye ba ye no
5000
de na ene ma ye wokuruma no ginyame da bia meka MPP se mo anya akwanya pa fe mutimi kasa se de mo kasa mu nsuro nyame because wo de odija ye no e na ne e bi ato aso ade ya odija ya kura nipa na odra no foto samfo kura dwane nkuntambo nti e de ne e beto ya na e betimi de ya ne ma show so no me na odi asisi e me ya appointee me no say onim say ye ba ya na mampani ka say mo ma fa ngo kura de begu ya ka o ya we meti ya menye fu but MPP appointees o mo je ne mfia nwotwe san kwaji akunafo sika DEP ene ma mo ye ne kruma what I say papa ya no wo ka ma wadane ato nya memfa ne currency me manabusuan so ya kwa no pai o kan nsem o kan ansan o frim o se wa bobra but policy ya president Akufo-Addo aban de abantina eduro mpo obeto anom no onya nti na ya bana system na ya relax o ko bank ko nya besia otimi ye adwuma wadwuma ye meye o ketesi yegu wadwuma like the oman bi apene asomdwe nti ye besre mabunu no metem ase security issue by nkofo bebre kasa me na me wo mo site and always I'll be with them mampeni say you increase their 40,000 yes say they come je ane me ana abena me boa e come de na nya aduani dia wa me enti se mfie na no be so kra na ye befa nipa 40,000 ni nyina kra na nipa benya adwuma ye but ye nya abotre na ye nchichire o man nkakra dia me kan no Black Stars
well there's idea na kasa mumie no mu preto baby
say na why so accuse me nkwa na me na hweka o de man nya na de o
make difference be na coach
coach no me hu say wa coach Iran kra pen enra me hu say ya kan say na me say ko fo fa You for your money when you should walk for former coach.
Do much say. And yes, you might
I say I don't know, but media may new beer me pebbles. Because 3 days ago, my team Chelsea G3 and Chelsea. Oh, yeah, recover. Yes. Okay. And Black Star in so there, yet actually Yakuma womb, but I thought I wanted to any in a Casafa, but we are hoping, say, Omunim the entire some no more changes. But media, many football person there. Nami who said, no, Bayen's Sayanke was on mine a long time ago. Because bongo mo bet na how more years sports you bet you yes coach in cry or no new coach or scout man call for but yeah the scout wa kwa be mfie miensa e ka injury time no ni akofa 73 years old man so abase ono so mebo ani hwe yeah bompae
nju won say ni age na mbo ma yenya result
oh nya age no crash search you see team building and na Adekye 12 one political party ya wo mu me okome party mu ayewa igwefo abonofo yenuanom na odinese wo akuapimfo nti etoda na se yetenase ya ene se yenko bankrom ne yeboa because obia ne baby ofree ba
na dwenche
and players here dey omo tournament omo nyina mo one team what you say enu nti na team bia beko akwa perform ya so omo kita team na ankaza they said the menu kan how many times and I be free players in ade omo abo ama hu se me di way to ebeboa me di way to ebeboa nti coach we dey okone yeyi a ye bebo na ba so amfa mamum blame no
okay
yes
got time near shop
yes and Ghana so be a coach and they say na a coach adumana
wa we ninje wo kra you coach okay do
Abraham say me person me follow because almost you know you can football
say important
Abraham but a quick one on maybe do mo chi kakra bi on sa sent you ni MOU mo kosan Abraham media de bia meka private sector ehia pa man the growth especially we share area say we me I mean send be yan konkro njuma ebe ko nanim eboa ma o my impuntu eden ekoso because kroma we dey ye nan nim say aban be fa nipa dodo ewe adwumam dey enye part of our story anymore because on buying to me far kosi phobia money ye nti say your private sector say na say omuso ye musa na I think say very important media na ya na say de bia na ya na akwai say abrofo no mbaya na sa kind of MOUs na and na ya me ya kakra but me gidi say kakra na ye bedu ho na mum no in such contracts so Eric me gidi say aya na ye mindful of local content send be ya omu discard ba at least supervisors workers ne dey e benya Ghana for bebre na mo maiden o makwa bi akwa trend bi say they say na brofo no mo ba but mo ba men kasa brofo foreigners no mo ba once after the mo so some crop for no mo di mo echi obedu bebre na after the companies so all right but key positions ni na no na akoy omo a na after the crop na mo dey bi omo hyehye from ho security den ho aya na anshada hen den emboa
sure
nti no yen koso yen shemu kenase na be ya not just the cash but koko say dey bi aka ho asem e betumi add more value say na be ya dey bi na enquest say raw materials na yeden dey ko na yetumi add value to na bia no but abna quick one on the Black Stars no me the board dey me dey chip manage mu my first comment is say we appointment we no a short term appointment any medium to long term size we share the criteria group with the far coach no we say you can say World Cup experience or World Cup experience World Cup is within the next 3-4 months and so the contract no can say 4 months if the clear no it tells you say a World Cup and say for coach now a year one baby but in the long run so no you just say boy because whilst we are looking into the short term no so now can you share because World Cup is said I said church been a year too you gonna far and so then a bit me so and we wish Black Stars no all the best. Yeah, share coach no then the next match on Mexico and now for the Wales. I'm say go to New York. What about Ghana for? Remember commentary no come. What happen say yes. Yeah, evaluate to prepare based on your friendly matches now be bono. But we wish them all the best. The better we chat on Empire Momo Senior. enuanu so kan
World Cup.
Eric, you me with them cool. Me kwam say me catch us say World Cup na so na me shame baby na.
Okay.
Say so your mama your mama sport bi ana. See you say mama say 10.
Your mama obi.
Eric,
obi am am so.
Okay. Mate.
And we talk about chiro.
You be am come have be a problem.
Health Minister and where the Eric make sure say they free all medical equipment ready for free primary health care. 24,534 equipment and as I've been more distributed to equip health, professionals, said it be
Medase, and also another campaign promise. You kind. Maybe I mean your penny Kwabena Minta Kando will be a Michiano. Or you're not familiar. At least
the newspapers in the
or you're not familiar.
Health,
But when you
give me time to be
and a pa hontuma. I believe strongly, say, Mampeni John Dramani Mahama Bane Apomuden Sama and then I come as you pa. On see a bar ben when you and Chibiana. Ye day am Rabbi come Rashibi say, a say, ye creative fund. Yeah, to the Ghana Medical Trust Fund. Yeah.
A.K. Mahama
case. And on a comfortia abo mupusano. Nti Mahama case here you created by ye were crown crew bia. And no nipa dodo no kra na omo health insurance no. Omo ntimi emfa entua hoka. Ti ye de no ba se ye de ba be so nkofo asene. Na wo hwe ejuma me nua ba obo bia da kon poku. Eje wo Mahama case.
Me de metina ha bia ma me na se na oba ha se ne me ne ye interview. Ye we interview na dialysis ma me nka masem na ade na we na we no bo we
so chirim
sunyane na omo other infectious diseases no omo machine be all right but omo ni infectious okoma too that's omo twa kwan from sunyane nti omo bunu region na bunu is ni ade omo best ne ko
amode tun so ko Bono East ewo Roman Hospital
madam Obobia me dana sepa
onim so fie kra
sa oh minim
ajada ko poku
minim
obo ejuma enti
me dana
se what the Mahama case say ekwan aye fa so bo ankofo se mampani ni papa mudin dana kuma so enche bia me hwe omo documentary bi nam se yesi maame bi oye nurse ni oje ankofo awo ono ne ho asemo e ba na but response no more I think almost 200 shell said the share bono. I think a good but ye best you know my na omo manage facilities no so me call hospital me modi penny bi ka kire me say e to da wo ho na waba anza ne ho hapa enti minim say very cute man minim say or the sa ho har no be di akiri because on my own talk kakra na wapomudin so see people. I think that is all we need. And I know what I say nipa health insurance so Ghana. I think they are not even up to 70%. But oti echira obehun say health insurance na send the register. But botomu nyepe. So this policy na beboa ma nipa ewo form omo so enema mu aye dian mo kakra no. Omo so anya kwanya na omo apomudin so see people. The ministry na say na abani in general. Me dem no see form on it no. Bono teaching hospital sunyane. Banda da no penso na ye pa hon to masa. Na me say din ye de to so na ye ko see sign post. Ba owre mu a de na esi oda da na. Ti say de na no ka say me nua obobi ade dialysis machines to ekoye no. Just last week or so yes. Mampeni Mahama ama oma power border omo ba beye medical training a year can be training medical doctors because the share committee is being chaired by me. I'm original chairman, Ambassador Kojo Nyamechema for current board chair for Bui Power Authority. And abemon penny for ahodo bibra almost can board no. You better mampeni ase. We nyina ye kwanya ye fasoma mantam ni tumpona ni papo muden so ye den esi people. The best committee ni jumadi na omode amaomo no. Ye bono for na de penentem. so they should fast track it.
Okay.
So they be near Mabekoyi. Now, what is Yane Airport now? And also, you relocate your country. Say, NASA. Oh, yes. Nananum de Assassi, time 2 years ago. We are by Nano and Penny Quap or Bono region, your call. Yeah, and she saying a good contracted because I just Yane. Airport now always is here. Apart from a passion, flights be a friend to me. We say runway ni so any dey keka ho. Enko force yen cruchi land no. Nti ye ko yi asase to be fofora. Eno so ye ba be airport project na say.
Okay.
We be a fine.
Mat me wo fa bi e friend no kwabena mache wo se me kan cho so chia.
Oh, okay. Me chia no pa.
Mat. Ono bo
Patrick on abo ko ama me hu asem apese me kan wasem.
Oh wow.
So no abo.
I was saying that when me medical
fantastic.
It me introduce you over to me say one thing.
Oh me tie say e bia me say a continuation. Okay. I mean kasa na Eric do is skillful propagandist. Tie na kan na utie mu kama. Nti obisa no be briefly we me 30 seconds am tie fio. On this 24-hour economy on by parliament. Now we campaign can say be 133. Now can say the moment President Mahama be winning or best start here by now. I'ma be here Juma from North to this. Afiba betwas we are kokwaba. Koko gusuti fie. Ama gusuti fie. Afi gusuti fie. Now 24-hour economy secretariat name 1.5. We 8 to 5. Through be out after 5, I've been on phone. So just want to check it out. Number 2, because so President buying Papa about fuel, so appointees now Eric say yes, more munji fuel near there. July CTFM page. Mahama scraps fuel allowances for appointees. July 2025. April 2026. This month. Government bans all officials from using fuel coupons until further notice. There's a settings there. We are expert. Last year you ban. This year you san ban. Now you yearly ban na.
One was it last week? And Omoko emergency cabinet. Last week and Omoko emergency cabinet. And the car said they were found over no year no. I was buying some decisions about to acquire be faso. Assortment mu for asane nti ye de na omo san ka wo mu no nye se omo kan ne ye nye ene ye san aka na fofo ye si so magana fo ati ase se na aboso ba na me japa na no because
mama nti me short time no was there man
me ba ye twemu eni
me
wo say ba ka say ya scrap it say means that
media for no one capture here
me say
eni no that can see so mo can see so
me say aboso ba ene me japa ye. Nti se se fa ngo boy den na mampani kan na afie atwemu se na point is my me mete here me ana meto me fa ngo amedigu me ka
even if so koye
yes
abana
meto me fa ngo me ana meto me fa ngo nti me no ka se san kan bi mu a we jesi a yado ne sen
okay mama nti Eric Peso Oka today being the day of our Lord e wo UTV Adekye Nsroma program iso say last year mampani directive say all appointees momon draw fuel from their agencies, from Jubilee, from Castle. Opeso catch and say last year July and that directive no, it took effect and no appointee took fuel.
Aye Juma pa.
Aye Juma.
Almost anti yaketria for Mahama case.
Eric, I can tell you for certainty.
Okay.
So that directive was not adhered to across board. And we are one. Number 2.
No, some of the but Eric is what who come for one kasa one way abi o kasa
no apart from that I say it took effect and was complied with ono an come on or come for the appointees
na why na we so jibe
okay
well file RTI ni then you
good you mean Samuel
na what kasa be who say me say that you been throughout it's very unfair
we anya the
for kasa me man kan
friendly
conversation me ba some
RTI na waka ho asem a ma men kasa nche you know appointees no a opposition policy almost all institutions omo the RTI call to transfer
okay. But some so catch Eric say President order in July 2025. Aya banning. Another ban on the same matter, they are banning in April 2026. What about appointees on conditions of service? Yet the full allowance a part of their salaries. Who did that? It's then which what has been banned?
And on my year frame.
Yentia.
Sir. Pachobo date with. I'll come back to this matter. Mama, go to the medical equipment. Let's have medical equipment for free primary health care. Yinia Kobna Minta Kando, the Honorable Member of Parliament for a job or health minister, say you have procured over 24,534 medical equipment. I be deployed to the chief's compound.
Clinics.
No cleaning yamianim. Obi no beka sesawa for asem pakodo. May I don't criticize for criticizing sake. I did be a bebo mine. I would definitely applaud. By your first time, you procure animal. But they are buying be as you improve upon the conditions you came to meet. Ekufu at the time, yet to medical equipment be. Rollins time, yet to be State of the Nation's address, Osena allocated over $10 million to complete it. We are first quarter ending. Which ones are being completed? Because who provided medical equipment in facilities near the Begum? Are people going to keep it in their homes? Honorable Felix Kwachofus, last year, the catcher said, "I buy basic 600 chips compound." This year, media Ebusana, or no policy, a government policy, 600 chips compound.
Yes, we proud.
Patrick was so last also basic 600.
Memen ko kan ye de, but my conscience yes be pa.
No, it's 600. I hear them. This is so ujina muma buying. It's 600.
To men kan so now.
It's 600. Now here I'm waiting.
You can put.
But I'm saying this in totality. Say, I'm not saying entowa. Ubehun say. Ebeyo minya uzu bempa boa papa bu baby. O si anken we chi ase agro na de. So some toe in the middle of the night. Na say umieni that's will be that's when you appreciate the need to have a proper health infrastructure. Intermediate may I will encourage government, but say 24,000. What I want government to say is not the first. I bind successive government to improve upon our healthcare. Let's also commit the same energy in completing near money be a Kufuor start here. Kufuor time. You start here affordable housing. Mills Mahama buy, they abandoned all. So now we near Kufuor start. Mind you, taxpayers' money. Yeah, they could share us here. When it is left to rot, we spend more money in trying to renovate these buildings to bring it back. Into your best stress, I buy share medical equipment here. Near to complete some of these abandoned health infrastructure.
Okay.
That's it.
Mr. That's it.
Abna here we are now.
Okay. Abna Pomodin Sembe, Mijidi say,
okay, agenda 111. Okay.
Time
agenda 111. Bosha ne start here. Basi 77. Yeah, 77.
No,
the promise then was the basi 77. Yes, I will. There were one year basi 111.
So we fear say, obaye ni abitimi aye you complete. Don't leave it to road because I mean, yeah, for your taxpayers' money.
No, concranza now
600 chips me baby yes
and one still no
also back in kind
missing abutre but manentia say
Obama yema dok no Eric said na person me bembi
mo concranza e kwaji obi cash food door ni na gu e say Bekum East. O fast kwa kwan no so a. Mo san kwa je musu bi cash. Chese mu twa cash wo mu
Okama no. No kasa.
I'm say eba no apamodin sem dia. E ade ayi na sene ye kan e de obi akoma so because when you apamodin a be no ha wo ya. And with health minister no government accountability series no ye no. And I think say ade ba ko kan me manage ho pa and I say me impressed or put up a certain data edit to her. Yes, so there me who do uncommon. Oh, yeah, what they now would the backed by data. Managing. If we said na, and also say wouldn't me away, wouldn't be a free over. Or can be a strike me and me per se me could not Ghana for you now, so ya kayana whom ya koso. Or say, we try your health fast, almost a survey be. Na 7 no, almost visit about 60%. And I said, we a hospital, so we 100, or 60. Almost survey. No more yes, I should only 2% pay and no more all the essential facilities. 2%. And I want all the essential facilities. Just say, and the 2% no. Bibia say who can Bibia survey. And not just say I can't deliver we boot to say Bia University of Ghana. And the bank near the. Into a brand net and say, so we use 2% free what? Yes, facilities are carrying no. Ni enyoma abeboa momutumi ahwe ayarefo bia ohia yaresa in every different capacity. And what it means is say yema menom ni nanom omo ekura ne ade no se ne de bia enim no se bibi to no sesia na e so free ekura no na odi ambulance na se na ofa hen na oba se kolebo se the bank o se hin. And I think say a situation bia I was say yan kasa so man no ye hwe ne yie pa. Because your hospitals were your health facilities were nurse facilities no I mean hospitals no more no omu ni nyoma omu be hwe nkofo and hospitals no esiwo yeden nti emede say at least yegu so ye this logistics ye dey ko I say honorable I can say I mean and this is not the first time but I will say you speed up because apomudin sem dey say ekuntia wa akwentia wo ye den na say nyame an wadoma na say edoko nti ade bia mestre say ye mama mpenifo no and Eric woni ne kasa am say wo de woni wo ben pa and I know say he obone homebody na ye hwese ne be betimi ahyemu kina na facilities na nya a lot of them and say na de bia na pressure no aba the few ones no say kolebu de bia can no best syndrome. It's all because go for bibi how mo pe no mo free e kura ho no aba kolebu because e kwa no mbenya ayaresa no ombonya access no but say this capital when no more enough equipment me need say me foka den aba and it's na I say make sure say healthcare no aben and I say it's closer to the people nti e ade mestre say mo man hwemu na yemu ye na abna de ba kwa and mestre I think some can hada me say can be Eric we dey enye bone so say US the balance me can say mo say Obama care by your budget so pa but adeba ko asesi aye kase Obama care
the co-terminus with Mahama regime 2029 there wouldn't be Mahama care
some it's what me person me
the last time me
or can be we think it's a duplication of NHI and their roles and that has been the position of what NHI is doing. You just have to encourage them to be able to expand. No need to duplicate their roles.
That's
all. And I'm clear. And that has been the position of the minority, so it's not new.
And honorable, one can say because non-communicable diseases. That
is what I'm saying. So don't create different.
Don't forget to say. A year you can back cancer kidney. Yeah, very expensive.
Mama, NHI almost started. They had limited in the area now almost funding. Then we kept improving. No need to set up another because we had the funding sources. Now they came to Parliament. It was a grueling debate. The position of the minority at that time is that you are duplicating the roles of NHI. You think Fanyama and covered and the NHI count. But when you make it a political tool, you make it difficult for the next government to come and continue with
Ghana Medical Trust.
Ghana Medical Trust.
And our friend AK no so dey abeka. The Baumia president. Baumia president. Yes, so Baumia ye Mahama case. I mean, come on. Then Kufuor could have named NHI Kufuor authority. That's not this.
Na o ka kire me say me ba doc seconds. Me nua Sameka sa o tia na o ka say niam ahodo o maye. Ye o muja o affordable house.
That's right.
Obi the Ghana
NHI they walked out of parliament.
Kidney dialysis.
Yeah, NHI they walked out of. Yes, we started kidney and dialysis.
Approach na ma. And I know be aba.
Okay.
But kidney and dialysis was added.
I think say Eric Sami near contention we say no. The problem you can say no. It's about the continuity policy you dey to jam. Enti Mr. Eric say I'm say Eric Tini or can I say something so tia but the issue is say you deliberate say you project policy no around
an individual. It won't last.
I am not employee.
It won't last.
The problem is not NDC. The problem is not NPP, but it's about the politics.
SHS.
Yeah.
SHS was not named that. On the buy.
Yes. I said that every month me
ko program na no the official program invited.
Me ku fie.
Where you invited o. So you invite o say you connected.
Me tie na me speed boy.
E no ni asem am making.
Some one reason.
What won twa so.
Me say chairman general so o so Edu Eric animo. On be so on papa. First chairman first the ban nya first appointment me ba. Yeah, no deputy CEO for MIF. That position does not even exist in MIF organogram. Any acting. No, the chairman ban. Papa Kotna on the entire Kada. Unfortunately, say out of frustration, no choice letter brom say we resign FM. No chairman Jeneba I say fee say dia okwa no no. Me asema make a chair no. Ebe dey no Kotna Gapoa as board chairman. Board chairman the chairman Kotna na to san choice letter say mo be ma any contract be say mo be di authorization and commencement. Na che say ye na so nyame say be ko heaven. Na heaven edu Dano Yesu e fa ne crop focus. What you say dem one kobi.
Eric.
What dem say be do. About primaries na. Yes so ye be making you say we are speaking in defense of democracy. Eric.
Honorable Kwadena Eric.
Uti. Na Eric partaker. Yeah, primaries. No more election. Yeah, the chairman. Yes, the chairman. Yes, the chairman. Now, yeah, the one Eric. Or to airtime. No, tia sempa. No, I bet na UTV. No, can be any problem. Now, I'm in casa. The chairman ban. Yeah, woman say. Not there were 4,000 appointments. President first appointment my chairman bano. Not man a deputy CEO of a place that the position doesn't exist. First appointment to chairman mo share act one ne be act shame. Omo come on say ba kwaku na ojam dia mayen any act ni. Secondly, any organogram ni. Into office kra no na say ye pia obi fio na ye de kwotena salary wanyi bi no busan so me say I'm telling you say wanyi salary no di fee opa ko and final
what can say
okay no Eric
mama
ka primary CB
mama ka
say mama ka bi o we say you we na ye no ye nkeka bi ma what me ka bi
mama ka say moncho
asembe akana
we odi say chief of staff so no ne work no. We say he's working and the chairman is storing. And Papa Yowa Greek as also say no, he's signing. So then you more of contract.
It's working, touring,
signing. And we are collecting at all. Because on only a revenue mobilization.
What
do you do?
I'm penning for Obo Munina, Obo Mudin, or Munina, my party penning for. Honorable Kopoku. Obeko, why them bring a half Obeko minister. Me on carry in Chile.
On country,
or ye regional minister or Bono region. Na me wo ho me ne same jamfi mu nyina na eben no uni asame o kwa Ashanti region ono kra ne same nyina movie ko e ye resi do nketia ye regional free or ye papa preko pe kokwa mu asem one ye kanye ha na me beka no so what I say ru ato forcing ato ye obi a me ben no me nua pani samene ato e wa yonkofa kese ye pa even ejumaku oda no kra no e hye ato de na se enti no ohwe ye relationship ani nipa ya kan nyina wona a political party and couple put in mind and this is the leadership enti se dru ya bato mu anyensini kasa ne ayampe a yeto no gidigidi no enye bi na no mu de apawa hodo a yakopale agu ho de nsem amaka okrum ha ebedru ho and I mean you should know say
yembo pray enti member na me ne wan ka me forecast
me say me pa wa bo omudin no bie ni wa America je wa ka chem so pe mampani edi
enti wonti se chairman pedi
me kote wa hen obi ka hwe nkyere me
say chairman wo turn na wo na say party no na first
me say okoni thank you so how this
never in the history of the NDC and ya to agbawi ama chairman afa ne Ecola
na history obi anye bia ya bakose ebi sida na na oye bi ntie history
let's say
look because mo chairman amuko yi no injury time ye wo ho na okọ wa ma bi ye krom ni
me so dem
you see you get the
address no lawyer Samuel no
se mo mi enu nyina
say onu me no miento person o yes to restrain me from commenting I'm not make bibi say I'm not NDC war opposition not Erika J not a full soldier but the leader of the party in opposition now offered the Supreme Court of Ghana unanimous FC or see case BNPP the beko bia a unanimous decision.
No, but me so 4 minutes why?
No problem. Me kwa dey do 3. Na that time yen ren awura mahama cause no one right or freedom to speak. Democracy can be uncomfortable. But the poyempo kabina me ke bia memo ni subscribe to. Intimate say in the application of the law, yen say we are not using it to suppress freedom. And yes, I know, obeka nipa ne kasa bo ahye ne yem. Nipa ne bia ne awaka ne nya can be uncomfortable. So I say the president, that time the former president and the leader of the opposition, branded the apex court of the land. So me unanimous FC. NDC could share our lawyers. A kwanya ye fa so a J position if he Chief Justice of the Republic. 910C. Intimame say abronye and then maybe the trial judge too must do an introspection. A sort of tena say ehwe cases say ya odino. If the conscience is satisfied and say odino in accordance with the law, asem ni ho. But so ujidi say cases are odi nyina na follow a certain pattern na ye worry na. As a member of the bench, where most of us na an introspection.
Me badia na me bisana se wonyi ni say so my opinion e kan asem no that time na public no perception because I remember say honorable Kendapa e kan say bi say cases say call Supreme Court and say di mani tia aban na no work pa na a security threat. Wonyi say no so nyina kan
and I say as for opinion, you can express an opinion. Opinion can be right or wrong, but yeah, you mean feel some. It's your opinion. Until you say, you cannot criminalize speech. Barack Obama can say, because the only way to discourage hate speech is to promote more speech, because you say a fearchi in your buffalo. Maybe can say, NDC went to the extent of saying, so apart from some branded court bad time. Some unanimous service almost are buying bottom. Almost like some bomb the judges beba. Whether the case is a court, the ruling say fimuba, a chair some of the judges are ban no farmer, you leave that to the judgment of the people. Now Masama in fact on how the Chief Justice of the land, Eugene Post feelings. Many as a major can say be your position. Even to the extent or say military commanders any a soldier for or say send a bit more money yet no omo yama almost serving even in the forces. Now you could terminus with the government. It's a bank qua. That's one market now. Eric, and they who draconian bail conditions are ye froko iokwa. And your mama say they do baby no. NDC. On betimiam ioko for abo bi ko edu aye be ye bet one bet maka say kofa bail condition say Ghana airport bra. But what means say am obi bail condition 100 million. Bail condition. Ye mo be 500 million. Ye mo big bail condition 100 million. When you use a bail condition as a tool, nipa no be theater and found because in the evidence crowd, I'm not saying many nipa bill, but there are conditions applied to it. When man nipa bill we're processing nipa so have an opportunity. I will also be defending in court. Okay. And me, I don't like a situation where I don't come maybe and say maybe a politician. All those working in the state security agencies. Your loyalty should be to the state, not to NPP or to NDC. Apply the law, Sena Oyeno. Eric Mwabine will not be in government forever. In fact, me the late J.H. Mensah, a man NPP Babem was NDC, the Omo Mabem Krebium for many years. You called by Professor Noza Mabem, one for Omama. A man Mahama Lucy 2016. Some NPP people said that NDC will never come back. I laugh because they sometimes forget say a social contract between you and the people. When the people check out, they've checked out. And then the man that they said he will never be president. Ekufuado NDC forecast said mi fie me busiem sebe ya kese mobi ntimi ni mamp. Nanado amedi anko. And they will you think that President Mahama is the hope. Ana Eric Mudi echeni yesuvuvuzela. Mahama is the hope no ebe year 2028. 2029 when Baumia is there. That kwame biano ni ene modi ye obi no. E mane medu ho na wo be ya me nua CD. No your national youth organizer for NDC. Ye ko demonstration bi. Ye bro ya me friend the CD. The way across say, hey, my brother, keep quiet. You trouble. 10% casualty allowed. That time ye bro ya papa. Me kodam pem enye kina farmer side robina na satom bia ba 442 said then and I me satam you youth organizer me we go me with him am the pem. Fast forward, NDC goes into opposition. They go for demonstration. Police for sunning a bogo so. What was wrong during their time is wrong in our time. To make catch Eric Amon who say and as almost every appointee of a Kufuado, you're lining up one ko BNI oko yoko, one ko yoko oko OSP, one ko ha oko ha. They say
comes much trading
no problem. Me the American say medicine say let's think that we are politicians. Na niamode ye ne no e mane nkodu mrebi na we ka say oh me frɛ me nua ipokra no almost so munye interested. The American no.
Abena Minia Same. Topic Bena you discuss. Their number.
Abonya called the threatened judge. Senate na timu wa de man watch yam.
Okay. They know your threat.
Now cause we been table phone na
promotion
into
threat.
Oh yes, so allege.
Threat. Oka se nipa no me inflicting bodily harm.
Minia lawyer Samuel Oku me that say.
Then also the topic make topic na you discuss.
Address lawyer.
Council, what's also share in a judicial position.
Amanyo sem de ye cancel ye kasa. But time be all cancel so now I very careful kakra. Kwame de reminu. But enra na mete de esi na minim say asem bi say kra na waka. Nti I think late in the evening I'm who supporter be publish asem na waka. But me nyanti but you na betu ahofo. Etoda na ye cancel no be so na I very careful kakra. Yes, because ye juma ye aside everything ye nipa baako and sa judge for ye kan ye ne bi mu ne free a lawyer for bi nua ne judges what I say politicians e bi actually by judges ebi no penny ye judges but omo kotena ho a ye wo adwen bi se oman ni interest and omo de to but omo ye nipa nti ye to da ebi obi pronouncement kra no enye de ema but ye kone that tangent na so say ye single out individually ya na no so nyefe okay ubisa no question bi no so mampeni mahama ka say unanimous then me de pa abna usua de show you ba so nche but wa pick it fast ye nyina na yete oman mu ha na owura kandapa then national security minister ebeka chere memufo say etoda the way na judgment ni nyina kwa afa no a threat to our national security baby a ogina na o kasa asem no one a judge for kra na eden asen hia be won say ye kasa obi a national security minister the ohu no abena ohu bi da because da bia ade echi a omo na kwan mampani atena ye eko briefing no ne ma ekoso wo man no ye nye we a we betimi asi and this court to the extent say national security minister cry raise concern say omo anhwe ne ye betimi the threat about man no mu so where from kasa dodo ya menu ya kan nyina and samre no ye dika oh kabi ma min kan bi de nye nipa ba ko na eka nti na se kan bi na menye de min kan bi me ba yo kan ne de say men so me kan me de there was a time in this country say ye ba beto aba na obi say owo problem cry with issue of voter register no de kokota court mfra asem no cry je say to aba ne wie ne ya frɛ ne so omra ne nka ho asem na eno no de ko SRC election or de ko ya na asem so would that suban be di say ya and ma wonye fit for purpose. There was a time in this country mode e-levy akuturuku hye ya afonomo ne ye nchemu ese ye mpene so ye court ari na edusu mo unim time omo frase no omo ko opposition ya na omo frase no se mo mra na eni mi wa no mo di hu cake nyina wie what I say we are not saying say e was say de ye dwene no sa na e was omo so dwene mai but to da some decision or dey ba common sensically nipa be ka ho asem as ye politicians there okay, o man 9 minutes. What am I saying? O mesre me time. Mesre. We a humble plea to the young politicians. Meaning say to me the besesa. Said the ya na ntwie dua anka ne to no. Sa so na enka conference. Na ye me dese o kasa no make reference nsem bia ne nkofo no bi kai. Mahama ya amoka so ntimi ni president bi ene musuro ne tetem kra e ka tetem amoso yi obeso jo me ba
se ni mrani
na emra no o ye lawyer ye be emra ne na cheso ntimi nkobi ye be ye interpretation o kobi mo ye be yes
nti obekobi
ona sa me de menya nka okobi
nti chairman rounds obo enye ne
ka me menya
nti chairman rounds are okay
me pesa yina do na ne me ba me pesa
nti onye o kere zo pesa o tablet
me de manu si form no say security agency be invite you be say ya to na no see ye ni say I thought that me who the fact of the issue and right they invited another person from Sunyane so me call my sister station me do ona reach down here by make allegation say last week Monday Easter picnic no ye koye communication workshop e Obono region ye na branch control social media say program na me boss koye ye no ye mo bia 10,000 I could do studio where Richard it was a post no yeah no one action. And I was like, what? I don't know put too premium on the guy because or cultural some no crown yeah and comment on because on your target. Na ye na yakwa share party for. Na say the boss me get to your crown be mo o ha ne say. Wo mpanimfo ba ba mu mfie nwatwe omo nkwa na dija mo e na sisi atom akasa. So we are telling them obi anye say obema hanti obi in this government.
Okay.
Obi okwa kutire na oso ho adaya a onko aso daye.
Mate. Me da say do
me kasa brief say am say omo mienu na no omo agya to me say
nkomo na oti asem bia meka bia na dem konfo yi na for yes sir
o say some abna the idea na me dream say so we no politicians but Sebio maintain them. I don't remember the last time I met say national security for air contractors and some so say can't say be tier court and Abisa Eric. So I think that they are politicians, all right, but at least Obia was the level and I said, well, senior control Nekasa. Freedom of speech in the Abnay now senior Eric kind or 2 young ones and say the first freedom of speech on the news just say Bia na wo can be as a embrace or hide the age into your best say. I'm saying I'm an issue by a few people are moving say Abronia beam. You see, and no kind of tag. Yes, I won't know who say Sana was so stand on a quack. Never son so I don't think so who single out on a very bad or negative note. Into your best say into your hopeful. Near who quite a bit fast one, yes, we be come especially in your opportunity. No, now you do come on radio or wherever we find ourselves. Now, your best stress to say, whilst I am so, yeah, 2 Sunday morning in the name of law, no, so I can't see courts near the no. Women who say politics governance, so no, maybe who put in certain way now one who send your bayer. Because who say I acquire before Frank, can you issue so, but acquire another political party in Nipabi. Until you know, you can't cry now because politics into no, yeah, tata to say, and also be a night and one. Until women who have also be to me, it created that balance and send a bayer being that peaceful atmosphere in your session. And maybe her can make that so. Okay, wait a minute, Mama, 1 minute, Mama, won't you find wrap up your time no. Oh, yes. So, and a medical equipment ready for free primary health care. Minister somebody to Abronia arrested over Adenta NDC court allegation threats and see we ni asama yidi e hon komo Honorable Samuel Uku Esquire AMP Equiapem North constituency ebama yidi nkomo sasana Dr. Pakwesi Eduafo Abedu Executive Director Emerson's Africa lecturer ewo Unimac saso ena Eric J Esquire CEO Emma NEIP eno mo bampen for yeda masepa wo munim dia money yen ababeche munyina nso mo wa fe papa ba Eric de me no want to kwa enye hani o kana abontin o ya ma tamfo anyame anopa bi eno bebe kwa me di juwe nyina
say show yetimi bi ahomache because say more in line with 24 hours say to the 2 am there me I don't know entertainment for Saturdays near no problem
yo I would be fear and show you media like I say o dia wa be fontain time so and so me da munyina se na like said about COVID-19 say ye twam
Pacho madam
COVID-19 levy
na dumso levy
Silas Odum also good morning please tell Eric J to stop Ghanaian the COVID-19 levy has been abolished. We are still paying COVID-19
levy MPP for it
okay yo Mr. I said that I'm coming the entire crew at Chijinapa and I'm winning us belated happy birthday and call my counselor Lutrot. We love and appreciate you so much. Midi the Abenache watching me now the some more background.